Hey, so this is just going to be a short little message. This is one of the things I do as a senior citizen, as somebody that doesn't fit the mold of normal society, that has a job working for a corporation, somebody that lives on the edge of the norm. And I'm more of a pet sitter than a dog walker. I don't get that many jobs to walk dogs, but boy, I tell you, I sure do love getting to walk dogs when somebody asks. So we're in a park. It's not too far from the house. I'm taking the house where these these old girls live in. And weather this evening, today we had this weird, you can't really see it too well, there's a little bit of definition of the clouds. This weird cloud cover that blew up from the southwest. They must be having monsoons over there, because there's even a chance of sprinkles here tonight, which is highly irregular. Let me think. Walking the dogs. The blonde one, her name is Legend, and the darker one, her name is Alka. She's about 12, so she's moving a little bit slower. Come on. What are you doing? Whoops, we got her tripped up here. There we go. Okay, you guys want to start heading back? You want to head back? I don't let the dogs I take care of off leash. I don't take them to dog parks. I don't let them interact with other people's dogs, because you hear too many stories of some dog just losing their mind and hurting somebody. So I take very good control of my assignees. I'm not going to say much else. I said a lot the last couple of days. And I think I said too much, because hardly got any views. I think a couple of the videos haven't had any views, so I think I kind of OD'd on authenticity and honesty and being vulnerable. So, okay, we'll just keep it short tonight. And yeah, okay. One last puppies. The puppies, the old ladies. Okay, bye. Okay, you know what? I'm going to say a little bit more about dogs. As an adult, I've never had my own dog. It's something that's always been on the fringe of being a luxury item for me, and I've never been able to afford to have a dog, to buy a dog, to do medical treatments for a dog, to keep a dog fed and alive. This is why I've also never gone to Reno to gamble. Don't have spare money. And if I had spare money, I'd rather do something with it, like, you know, I don't know, helping the poor or something. That's just kind of the way I'm wired, and I don't know where I got that. If I could have ever owned a dog, there was one time during my mental health crisis in my late 30s, early 40s, I developed an affinity for greyhounds. And it might have just come from just looking at pictures of greyhounds, like in paintings and stuff, and just feeling a sense of kinship with them. And so I did go to a couple of meetings where owners of greyhounds that sponsored adoptions of greyhounds were bringing their pets to let everybody see, and I kind of longed, I kind of said like, oh my goodness, I just wish I could do that. I wish I could afford to do that. And I didn't. So who knows though, maybe someday in my future that could happen. That could happen. Or maybe someday in my future I'll get a girlfriend that's got a greyhound. I had a girlfriend. I've had one girlfriend in my life. I've had one wife and I've had one girlfriend. My girlfriend, when I was living in Santa Cruz, she had a Rhodesian Ridgeback, which was probably the most amazing dog I've ever got to spend time with in my life. Its name was Bella, and I was with that lady for about 8 months, and I spent a lot of time taking care of her dog. Walks on beaches, hiking on trails, and Billy loved this dog as well, my son Billy. He was a teenager at the time, and that's a whole nother video story to talk about my experience with my girlfriend, which I'd love to tell you about sometime. I think I will, but not tonight. Okay, I think that's the end of this addendum. I do still have, there's Alka, and there's Legend, and there's a neighborhood dog barking. Okay, bye. Sorry for the handheld shakiness. Oh, okay, one more addendum. As a child, we had pets in our house. My dad loved dogs. Yes. And when we were little boys, my brother and I, there were 2 dogs that I remember having. They were both Shelties. And one was called Snooks, and the other one was called Rosie. Snooks was a lap dog, and Rosie was mid-sized like these guys are. Okay, the twofold point, it was nice, you know, being a little kid and having a dog. That was a really rewarding thing. But here's the crux of this story. The night that my dad died, he was in a hospital. He died in a hospital, and he was 2 miles, and the hospital was 2 miles across town from our house. And it was 11 o'clock at night when my mom got the phone call. And just before, we're almost in sync with the phone call, with the phone ringing, the 2 dogs were out back and they started howling, like howling at the moon. And then she picked up the phone, and it was a nurse saying that your husband has passed away. And my mom held on to that story for years, that the dogs knew he was gone before any of us knew. So that was testimony to the connection, you know, pets can have with their owners, the psychic connection. Okay, that's the end of the story, and there will be a video where I talk about my dad later.